Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hail to the Chin podcast, the companion podcast that runs alongside the amazing show Ash vs. Evil Dead. Now, getting straight to it, we do apologise for how late this episode is dropping. Steve's got a brilliant excuse for us, though.
Well, first of all, on Tuesday it's my birthday, so that's a brilliant excuse, straight out of the bat.
Yeah.
But also, come on, guys, it's Star Wars week. I mean, seriously,
Do we need an excuse then?
Exactly. The Force Awakens has come out, so we've been a bit preoccupied, and, we love Ash vs. Evil Dead, and, to be honest, Star Wars could use Bruce Campbell at some point, without a doubt.
I don't see why not that he could do. How would you see him, though? A Jedi or otherwise? Would he be dark side or would he be good?
Well, to be fair, I mean, come on, Bruce Campbell in Star Wars, no spoilers, but, there's a vacancy available for a cocky, dashing, well, not so much young anymore, but...
An old wise ale, almost.
Yeah, a dashing young rogue, with a quick wit and a sturdy chest, broad chest?
Barrel-chested,
Barrel-chested.
But nevertheless, let's get back onto Ash vs. Evil Dead anyway. Raring to go. We're getting closer and closer to the cabin. This episode was very different. Really different.
Yes, it was. I've got some really good insight. Not that's been given to me, but ideas that came up to me while I was watching it.
Came up just as you were watching it. Spurs of the moment. Yeah. But anyway, I guess we'll just get straight to it. We haven't even mentioned that Sam's not with us at the moment. Sam can't be with us. We do apologise. The usual guy that you also hear with us isn't here, unfortunately. Sam, wherever he is, I think he either locked in the basement. Let's just use that. Let's use reference here. He's locked in the basement. He's feeling a bit wonky, after reading or reciting something back from a tape recorder, He's not with us today, but he will be back with us the next episode. But anyway, episode Fire in the Hole. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's hit play. Stars Original presents. Fucking do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Stars Originals presents.
Stars Originals. Mine was hanging on a bit then as well. Every time I see the car, I just think of Drag Me to Hell, that there's got to be some sort of universe snap between them both.
Yeah, I mean, people have been saying about sort of like Lucy Lawless, and is there going to be like a Xena reference? And obviously the instant reaction is, well, no, because Xena is Xena. And yes, okay, it's, Rob Tapper, Sam Raimi. Right, it is that kind of thing, but it would be inappropriate in an Ash versus Evil Dead.
I think it would be a case of just looking too much into the Evil Dead universe in general, I think.
Yeah, because the Evil Dead universe is it's confined to itself, so it doesn't need any kind of influences just from their external kind of work from it, except obviously with Drag Me to Hell, because there's a very good shout that it kind of does exist in the same
realm almost.
Well, to reuse the word universe. Yeah,
this shot that they've opened with like the look over the forest area and stuff, or just the Michigan hunting grounds almost. It just looks so. Just reminds me of the reboot version of Evil Dead.
Well, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. Why? How fucking dare you bring up the fucking reboot?
Oh no, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Come on.
Actually, no. I mean that's because actually this is the gratuitous swearing episode. There's been more fuck bombs, f bombs. there are, aren't there? There's more f bombs dropped in this episode than the previous 6.
Yeah, funny you say that. You do it, and I don't feel that it's out of place either. For the fact that I guess profanity wasn't really expected much, and I don't think it even needed it. But it seems to just go fairly well. It just slides in. I don't really look at it in a negative fashion, but at the same time, you picture yourself in this situation. You're going to throw a few f-bombs, aren't you? And quite frankly, Ash is going to be the certain type of guy to do it.
Yeah, it's a strange kind of thing, because when you think about the original Evil Dead, it is this cult classic horror that was hauled up on charges of video nasty.
Yeah.
And there's not really... I'm trying to even think if there's any swearing in it.
I don't believe so. No.
Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, there's no real swearing. But that is something that really stood out in the remake. It's like, from the first scene when she's tied up against a stake.
Mm.
She's like, you fuckhead, your mother burns in hell, you fucking this. And it's like, actually.
It's like, it's sitting quite nice, yeah.
I never realised that Sam Raimi had managed to produce 3 horror films, with the third being a pseudo-action film.
Yeah.
Without resorting to...
Profanity,
yeah.
Excess profanity. Now, I just want to... Sorry, carry on, Steve.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to comment as well. It's just that little scene that we just see, well, as well as the listeners seeing, or if you're watching this or alongside with us, that scene with just the soldiers on the floor just, like, completely torn in two and stuff. That is just, like... That's one thing that I'm glad that the series has really not held back on, is just pure gore. Because when you think about it, let's be honest, there should have been more gore in general in the Evil Dead trilogy or world, in my opinion. Well, I'm not saying that there isn't enough anyway, Deadites, you would just expect them to be relentless and...
Yeah, but they kind of are. It's just a different kind of gore. It's not your Tom Savini, George Romero... Day of the Dead kind of gore. It's a more fantastical, over the top bloods and stuff.
No. I see what you mean, like from Dusk Till Dawn style. Just like completely over the top.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be about the blood and guts, and that's where again this series has got it kind of balanced. It does, the funny episodes. It has the blood, but it also has the gore. I mean, this episode, definitely, without a doubt, probably out of all of them, as you mentioned previously, the remake or reboot or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
This one has the tone. We've already had the Evil Dead 2 kind of style episodes mixed with Army of Darkness. So we've got the balance between that. This one goes right to... the remake style.
Yeah.
Because I remember I said last episode the way that Len was in the woods.
Yeah, we said straight away, didn't we? We were like, that's such a quality shot, and it really, really looks like the intro of the reboot.
It does, exactly. And this one has a lot of hallmarks of classic 70s, 80s zombie films like The Crazies with the gas masks.
Oh, yeah, what a great movie.
And obviously Romero's own Day of the Dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, because obviously you've got this militarized response. And now this is something different we haven't seen before because, it's normally a bunch of unprepared people. Like, for example, in the last episode, the guys in the diner who are completely unprepared.
Complete civilians.
Yeah. Complete civvies. Ash is there. Now, these guys are well-trained survivalists. They've got the kit. They've got the guns. And this is where the Deadites prove that,
they're not a force to be reckoned with, They're dangerous as shit.
Exactly. These guys are fully prepared for the end of the world, and the Deadites come and just fuck you over big time.
And I clearly just can't stand up to them,
No.
Very good. Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, but the difference is because I see that the survivors of the so far the survivors are the ones that believe against the ones that don't. For example, these guys think it's a government conspiracy. And they think, oh, okay, I can take them out with guns, knives, sharp sticks. We
rocks.
We got nukes. we got, But Ash is just like instant believer. That was a really weird thing as well, because in this series, the rest of the cast, like even Amanda Fisher, she suddenly turns. It's like, Deadites, like.
Straight away.
Yeah, in the same kind of stride that Pablo and Kelly just go, Deadites, let's get on with it. Like Ash kind of had to deal with it. And that's the difference with Evil Dead. If you go back to a lot of zombie films back in the day, and even today, the modern films, there's a lot of people going around going, oh, this can't be happening, man. This can't be happening.
Yeah, go on. You're getting to exactly what I was just thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Lots of like, game over, man, game over. And like Hudson-style stuff, But Ash is just like, no, this is happening. Even like, straight back to the first film. As soon as each one of the cabin members gets possessed, there's no question asked. It's just like, shit, she's possessed, axe to the head. There's none of that whole, oh my God, she's my family, None of that Walking Dead, putting them in the barn kind of stuff.
It's a sense that the realism is almost there straight away. It's like the characters aren't playing that typically sort of how you would expect in really, really sort of cheesy horrors where they still disbelieve what's happening, whereas it's clear what's happening. And she's been following. Well, she's been following from the beginning. You know, she's been watching dead bodies fly throughout the whole entire thing, and she's still been trying to pin it on Ash. And then it takes one moment for Ash to emphasise to her that clearly she needs to understand what they're dealing with, and she's taken to it like that. Yeah. And she's blended with the group really, really well.
Yeah, I think it's quite, it's a very sharp switch. Like, obviously she's got this like schoolgirl kind of crush going on Ash, like very
like that,
very quickly. But that's Evil Dead as well. It's not about drawn out transitions. It's about just keeping the pace and the entertainment.
Even this with Lucy Lawless now, climbing out. What is that all about?
It's such a throwback to Linda number 2 in Evil Dead 2. Yeah. When she comes out of the dirt. And the way the clothing drops off is very similar to how she sort of like climbs out. It's kind of ripped and she's got a little tit out.
Picks the head up, like the skull. It's as if she picks her head up and places it on her neck.
Yeah, but this is more badass where she does the ballerina dance in Evil Dead 2. Plus, also, why not show off your wife? If my wife looked like that, I'd.
Yeah, exactly. But still, what is happening with Ruby? What is the deal with her? Because that's getting creepier and creepier, and even just what deal has she clearly had with the Dark Ones? Clearly, we're looking at that. We have to be looking at. In my opinion, I'm looking at that anyway.
It's got to be. I mean, this has got to be a sign that there's the Deadites and the Dark Ones, and they're two separate, forces. You've got the Overlords and the Minions, and I'm guessing at some point the Minions overthrew the Dark Ones, and now the Dark Ones want to take back, I don't know, for power or something. But Ruby's obviously made a deal with the Dark Ones and not the Deadites.
Yep. She's come straight between the both of them.
Yeah, and now she's obviously impervious. Because the deal makes her, I don't know, immortal or something, so she can get Ash, because Ash... We'll find out. We'll find out in a couple, like 24 hours.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, yeah. It's a bit late, unfortunately, but still. But I guess what an episode, and to drop really one the day before the sort of penultimate episode where we're clearly heading towards the cabin, which we're clearly avoiding as well, as much as we can.
Yeah. That is the problem, isn't it? When you sort of know what's coming, or that's why I've loved doing it like this throughout the series, because we've been speculating and we've been wrong a lot, but it's great to speculate because, as I've said before, I think probably in the second episode we've avoided all spoilers at every cost.
And I'm so glad as well that the community seems to be quite good at that. It's always like it's sort of outside the hardcore Ash vs Evil Dead community where you do get the spoilers, as you do get with Star Wars. But it seems that the community with the Ash vs Evil Dead is just so strong amongst each other, and nobody seems to want to spoil it for each other. It's not a case of I've seen it early, this happens. It's a case of the pure absolute love and respect for hallowed ground that is Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's been very respectful. Like basically, if you did get a chance to see something early,
good, well done, great.
Yeah, well done. You keep it to yourself so you don't ruin the experience for anyone else. But again, obviously, with the Evil Dead remake, the treetop shots in this, beyond belief, are so straight out of...
Literally homage straight away, yeah.
Either that or Twilight, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to stick to the remake.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the slow development of Kelly and Pablo as well. It's like it's as if Pablo was going full steam with trying to get to know Kelly, and now she's turned into a Deadite. He's probably realised a few things about her, and he kind of, maybe he's playing it cool at the moment, and it's almost as if Kelly's kind of, I don't know, it's like she's trying to stop herself. I think she's beginning to not be the tough cookie that she's being portrayed as throughout the series so far.
See, I love these shots because again, it's like the kind of
Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Very Day of the Dead. Yeah. When the militia are chasing after the few survivors that they have down in that bunker, but instead we've got Lem inside the bunker.
And Lem is very similar to oh Christ, off the top of my head, Kurt Cobain's zombie from the remake. I can't remember his name. The guy who reads from the book.
Oh, hold on. Eric.
Yep. That's it.
Good shout. Never thought of that. Good shout.
Look, this is the one. This, like I say, there's a lot of elements in this that are really, really tuned into that, and the blood and gore is definitely more sort of homage to those 70s and 80s zombie films.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
But speaking of zombies, actually, I just need to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Deadites, right? Makes sense. I mean, there's some confusion here and there, Deadites possess a body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Whether it's dead or alive. If it's dead, easy possession, piece of piss, but they also do take living vessels, yeah?
I'm trying to think of who's been dead and they've become... Linda's corpse, of course.
Yeah. Bookshop.
Sure. Oh, of course, yes,
Books and Beyond, yeah. Okay, Brujo.
Yes.
Dead, yep. Okay, so yeah, once you're dead, easy possession, done. Yep. Right, okay. Obviously, Ash's hand is still going because Ash is still going.
Mm-hmm.
Because dismemberment is one of the cleansing rituals.
That's it, decapitation and everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dismemberment. You can do the cleansing by fire, or you can do the burial alive, which we saw in the remake again, which is how Mia is able to be saved and be really fucking badass in that final scene. I mean, man, Jane Levy fucking hands down
nailed it.
Yeah, you didn't need Ash in that film because Jane Levy had that fucking
down pat, mate.
Down pat, yeah.
Yeah.
And oh my god, when she rips her hand.
Oh, stop it!
That is fucking hell. I cringed.
Like tears it, doesn't she? Snaps and tears it.
Full on crazy style,
Yeah, militia Deadite here, man, looks so good, gory as fuck. Look again, like you was explaining, Steve. You've got the disbelief from some of them. That head bang.
What is it? What is it about? I know, pencil in the ankle freaks you out like shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like a gunshot don't really do much.
No.
So like a stabbing, pretty brutal, especially if you've seen Zodiac because it's done so coldly.
Yeah.
But that blunt force trauma on the back of the truck, on the tow bar.
On the tow bar of the truck.
I think it's because you've got a personal reference point where you've banged your knee on something that is solid.
Stubbed your toe or something. I like that bit as well when the truck slams in and you can just see the volume of blood just shoot straight into the gas mask. What a great touch.
It is. I mean, it's full on taking everything. But what was I going to ask you? Okay, so yeah.
Sorry, carry on. Yeah.
So the hand is still going because Ash is still going. Obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously going to The Walking Dead, just in like 2 or 3 sentences, really quickly explain to me how a corpse can keep going with no muscle tissue and, quickly explain. Come on, explain The Walking Dead very quickly.
But like me and you have had this discussion before, there are muscles on the skeletons. A skeleton couldn't move, but in Army of Darkness, skeletons move.
Yes, they do, but it's supernatural.
Mm.
It's supernatural.
Are you saying it could be Deadites that are doing it?
No, what I'm saying is that Sam Raimi gave himself a very, very fucking good get out of jail free card with, regardless of what he does, he can just go, it's supernatural.
Mm. Oh, okay, right. That's what you get. Ah,
yeah.
Oh, God, sorry. Being the TV show just made me jump.
No one can ever really say, oh, well, that couldn't happen. It's like, well, it's supernatural, so maybe it could.
Oh,
sure. Because you don't know the rules of supernatural, of otherworldly kind of things.
Powers and stuff like that.
This is fucking amazing.
Oh. He's straight back up as well. He just...
The thing is, you know, Ray's acting sort of like so scared, but also like he's loving this.
Yeah, absolutely is. Do you know what I like as well? Kelly's actions to the recoil. You do not see it done well enough. Even in movies, her actions to the strength of an M16 has to be perfect.
I must admit, you know, if you pick out an M16, not that I know,
no,
but
exactly, yeah.
but I do know from guns, you know, if you pick up a gun and you don't hold it right and you fire it, yeah, you'll be thrown back. You've got to make sure you're leaning into it and all these other bits and pieces. And it was really realistic, but done for comedy effect, but not stupid.
No, exactly, yeah.
And also, I do love the fact that Kelly sort of like, she's been on this journey, so her makeup is actually getting more and more sort of bland.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, well spotted. They pay homage to so many movies, in my opinion, in this episode. Like you've said, 70s and 80s action. Now, this at the moment just looks like The Thing to me. It just reminds me of The Thing, that they're talking about blowing something up, stuck in a facility of sort.
Yeah. You know, and you've got those elements of... I didn't really want to bring it up with the gas mask. It would have been too easy. I went for the crazies, but it could also go to My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine. Yes, of course. Yeah.
The original, not the Jensen Ackles 3D remake.
Oh God.
But you've got the pickaxe as well, though, so that's a reference to My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine. Yeah. Yeah. I can see what you mean by Kelly's makeup becoming more and more bland, but she still looks damn good.
Keep it down.
Keep it down. Wife might be listening.
Now, you see, right, okay, going back to Fisher's, like, schoolgirl crush, like, she's accepted Deadites really very quickly. Really quickly, to be honest.
Quick, yeah.
And she's, like, fallen for Ash, like, in seconds, without a doubt. Now, I'm still hoping that, with the fact that the Deadites in episode 1, the pilot, they said, "We know who you are."
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm really hoping there's some Empire Strikes Back shit going on here, where like Ash, you know, they're about to kiss or something, or they do kiss, and it turns out that somehow she's related to him. Or...
Oh no! Like he's had like some sort of like a love affair somewhere else or something. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're maybe getting at?
Hell, he's been all around the country. You know, Jeff Goldblum. You know. Was it Vanessa Chester in Jurassic?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Jurassic Park 2, you know, the Lost World Jurassic Park, you know. Could be interesting. You know.
I love this. Kick, punch. Ash is just so smooth. Shovel with the flare into the bucket. She gets a pickaxe straight in the mouth.
All I'm saying is that handcuffed together, they moved in unison. It's like they're cut from the same cloth. She knows she takes on Deadites as quickly and badass as Ash. She's as gooey and smooth as a female character as Ash is.
You've really looked into, really done your notes on this one, haven't you?
He's smooth with the ladies, and she's like repeating it straight back from a female perspective.
And let's be honest, let's be honest. What female really succumbs to Ash that quickly? Like, no one.
No one that's worth having. You know, Fisher is an amazing character.
Yeah.
She's a strong woman. You know,
as a whole,
independent. She's hot.
As a whole, we need to
just like Ash.
we need to compliment the producers of this show and even the writers for how well they have done with the character creation. Like, I think the character combination is fantastic. Pablo shooting the missile. That cracks me up, that scene.
It works so well because, you know, how often do characters, you know, come into a show that's got like a legacy and bang.
And hit it off straight away.
There's in there. That's, you know, they're especially a you know, a legacy, like a franchise that's, as we've said before, only had one main character for 35 years.
Yep. And it seems just the right time to bring another one. this zombie looks like something out of 28 Days Later, the militia.
Yeah.
Considering they weren't zombies, I'll say that now for any really hardcore fans there and whatnot.
You mean for anyone who's going to needlessly
nitpick?
Yeah. They're zombies. Are they mindless? Do they hunt you down? You know, fuck it. They're zombies. Because to be honest, if Deadites and the Evil Dead gets classed as a zombie film, if Romero's films are zombie films, 28 Days Later, all this stuff, it's all zombies. We're talking semantics on what a zombie is at this point. It's, but Deadites aren't zombies because they're not mindless.
No, of course. They're very cunning, clever.
Exactly. They don't move in hordes. They don't infect, they possess.
Ash, I think we're really beginning to see the sentimental and soft side of Ash, aren't we?
We did hope we would.
Yep.
And again, look at her. She's like, come on, we've got some Deadites to kill. And Ash is always, and it's talking about family, your family. Yep.
And
I don't know. Oh my God.
And his expression straight away is like, it's happening again, almost. And he doesn't want to go there. I mean, this is particularly. I mean, we love Ash. We each love Ash as much as the next Evil Dead fan. But when you think about it, everyone just really wants to. We all just want to see Ash be happy at the end of the day, don't we? And just like Steve, you just expressed then this particular scene.
This scene, man.
What a shot!
I sent out a tweet and I said basically, if this scene didn't bring a tear to your eye, you're basically a fucking emotionless monster.
Hairs on the back of your neck as soon as that scene occurred, man.
The music, just everything about it is fucking amazing. And it's so weird that, again, like going back to this previous statement about how you've had a franchise for 35 years with one main star.
Yeah. But as well,
the Hand was as much of a star. the Hand was literally like the co-star.
I was just about to say, was there anything inside you that sat there and going, "Oh, the Hand's going back," like you're sitting there going, "Oh, it's found its way," as it's just like,
because you think everyone else, sort of Scotty, Linda number 2, Linda number 3, Cheryl.
Yep.
Shelley, Jake, Bobby, Joe. They all sort of pass and go, but the Hand is as much of a star.
It's interesting just for the fact of that. To be honest, I didn't see the series particularly going back to the cabin right away. That wasn't when we first found out about Ash vs Evil Dead. At not any point did I sit there and say to myself, they're going to be going back to the cabin directly straight away. I always imagined that it would be sort of, I don't know, something that they would really long out, maybe even halfway through to the second season. But it almost feels like I know it's not ending because it's going to season 2 anyway, but it's already got to the cabin and I'm a bit like, I don't know. Do you feel the same way?
No, I can imagine a production meeting where Bruce Campbell sits down going, "Look, I did Burn Notice, and I wasn't the main star, and that fucking thing ran for almost a decade.
Yeah.
He says it at conventions. Every series I've starred in as the lead character has been cancelled after one season. So as much as
don't cancel me.
As much as we can get into it for the fans, do it now." Otherwise, we may never get a chance.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. We're heading to the cabin, and we've still got a couple of episodes left. So, if anything, I'm fucking excited because when you think about it, you'd sit there and think the cabin at the end of this season, it's going to be great. All right, that's the ultimate end. That's where this season's ending. But we've got as well as the next episode, 3 episodes left. So, and in my opinion, I think there's going to be there's definitely going to be some time travel. That's for certain.
I think what they've done is they've made sure they go out on basically almost a feature length, ending, climax of the season. Also, I think it's interesting that final shot when you see Kelly, Pablo, and Fisher
all stood together.
Combined, if you take all of their character traits elements combined, they are Ash.
Go ahead.
They're Ash separated. Pablo is
Evil Dead 1 Ash.
Evil Dead 1 Ash, kind of, you know, sweet, you know, nice, impressionable, trying to get the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kelly is probably more. I
think Evil Dead 2 Ash, because she's blunt and she's hard, and you've got to think about Ash when he was in the cabin when Jake and everybody else turns up. Yeah. He's really blunt and unwell when they let him out of the cellar. He's very blunt. He's very stern. He has to be the man of the situation, and kind of that's how I feel Kelly is essentially. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. You know, it was a very tough call, but I'm going to go with agree exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Kelly is Evil Dead 2 Ash. You know, she's accepted her responsibilities and going ultimate badass on it, and like cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Fisher is more Army of Darkness, more having fun with it.
Sure, spot on, yeah.
Not quite so much, but that would be really weird if she was, you know. But she has been spatting off the one-liners.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
So, you know, but it would be slightly out of her character to make her completely Army of Darkness, Ash. But yeah. I can see 3 friends that match almost
everything of Ash.
3 films, yeah.
That's fantastic observation there, dude. But you're correct. At the end of the day, like you're saying, with all we've got to wait for with Fisher is she's got to say, she's probably got to now, I don't know, in the next episode maybe, come out with some stupid actions as to what Ash... Well, we've probably got to see her fuck something up massively. Maybe instead of her early opinion of Ash, fuck something up when trying to be heroic, then we'd probably say,
whoa, hang on. She's already done that.
In the diner?
In Books from Beyond. She came to arrest Ash.
Yeah.
And pretty much, you know, cop blocked that situation, and then she gets free.
Ah, yeah.
And comes in
and still fucks it
up. And fucks it up, and she's the reason Eligos. Total Nerd Demon. She's the reason Total Nerd Demon gets to possess Kelly in the first place, because she thinks she's being badass with a little sort of like boom pistol,
pop gun,
yeah. Because she doesn't fully appreciate the severity of the situation, much like Ash used to just, you know, go headstrong into everything, and you know, much like Indiana Jones, again, same thing. Yeah, headstrong into something. You know, luckily comes out on the other side.
Yeah, luckily you've just got something on your side that's going to help you. Now, looking at before we end this episode, particularly looking at a few of the shots of the next episode in Ash vs Evil Dead, Ashes to Ashes, 3 new characters turn up. 2 girls and a guy. They look like hikers that are just like, I guess, mistakenly wandering into the wrong area of the Michigan woods, which is going to be interesting. So we've got our group, and it seems we've got 3 other additions on the way, which is very strange.
Well, it goes back to the premise of the first film. It's a cabin in the woods, and there are people there that, you know, are just there for leisure reasons, you know, and stumble upon something evil and dark, and it also allows for more Deadites.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that never even dawned on me for a moment.
Because if basically Ash has done his a lone wolf, as he puts it, he's done his a lone wolf thing and headed off to the cabin because he cares about fixing his own mistakes, and he's obviously, you know, come this far, but he thinks the cabin's one step too far for, you know, Kelly,
Pablo and
Fisher. So there needs to be someone there, otherwise, you know,
there's going to be no one to possess.
Exactly, no one to possess. And yeah, I mean, okay, you can possess each other, but then you have to start killing people.
It's one more thing before we wrap this episode up anyway. One more shot of the next episode of Ash just peering into the cabin. The continuity is just fucking phenomenal. The fact that you've got the laughing lamp just directly to the left of the door, the chair in general, the rocking chair, but one that has literally caught my eye straight away is the 2 shotgun blasts through the front door from number 2. So it's confirmed that we are in the universe of Evil Dead 2, forgetting Army of Darkness, essentially, because obviously the cabin would be fucking torn to pieces. But that just alone, the continuity there, I'm feeling that this is going to be, if not the ultimate nostalgia episode when it comes to being an Evil Dead fan.
Well, I will say again, they're playing their hand very cleverly, and they're being very, very aloof, because at the end of Evil Dead 2, the only thing, from as far as I can remember, that is ripped from the cabin when he gets sucked through the time vortex, is the kitchen and the living area. It's the service hatch kind of thing.
The mantelpiece part.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the board, and he rips it, and it catches him in the door, and it snaps in half. But that doesn't come back with him, but that drops. So, but they can still do it, because the cabin, as far as we saw, was still left intact from the end of Evil Dead 2. It was only the car and Ash that got sucked back, and the only damage. So we'll see what they do. If that board, when they go into that cabin, if that board is missing,
wow, like hands up, like,
then we know it's either giving themselves like that wide berth, as they would say, in case they do get...
in case the rights do just drop, and then they're easily able to pick them back up, and then they could easily sit there and go, right, okay, Army of Darkness did exist, let's go back.
And going back to the hand as well, Ash has got a wooden hand. Where did his Army of Darkness hand go? It's like, okay, well, imagine the kind of sort of like questions you would get asked if you were walking around with a sort of like pneumatic hand that looked like it was from, the 1300s.
It's going to raise a few questions at least, isn't it? You're going to get looked at a bit funny.
Maybe that's why there was like, why Rosewood? And actually, to be honest, I can't think of why Rosewood. If someone would tweet us at hail2, the number 2, the gin, and suggest why the hand would be Rosewood specifically, if it's a reference to something, like maybe
the stock of the Remington shotgun,
maybe, yeah, exactly. Is it a reference to, I don't know, like Bram Stoker? Did it have to be a Rosewood stake? Is it a Castlevania reference where it has to be, a Rosewood something to take down Dracula? Yeah, I mean, there could be loads.
It would be interesting if someone knew when it comes to little trivia like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I guess in just over 24 hours we'll be experiencing the episode Ashes to Ashes, as me and Steve have obviously been discussing. As you could hear, we're pretty much fucking well excited about it. Hugely excited. Any last things before we go, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, the only issue is if you're listening to this and you've already seen Ashes to Ashes in the next few days after this is launched, all of our speculation is going to be completely wrong. But again, that's been the joy of doing it now, because I couldn't imagine doing a commentary on a series like Ash vs Evil Dead knowing the next episode
wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't have the same fun. No,
absolutely wouldn't. Ridiculously excited as we are, because this is going to be a huge nostalgia trip for absolutely everyone. I can imagine it. Even with viewers that have probably only just started experiencing Evil Dead as a whole, being new to the whole Evil Dead thing, this is where I think you get your trivia hat on and start pointing out nods and references and this, that, the other. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and the last thing is that all of the references, all the nostalgic nods, none of them have been haphazard, like don't want to go off topic, but like in Jurassic World, there were a lot of nostalgic kind of like nods to the original film that felt really forced. And,
okay.
They had to be there, but they felt like they were saying, yeah, sorry, these have to be here.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, look, we do remember, essentially, instead of it just being plonked on the side and saying, hopefully someone notices this.
There is not a thing in this series that is nostalgic, that is basically, oh well, fuck it, we have to put this in for the sake of it. No, it's just a continuation.
Yeah.
It's
because that's still there. There is no reason, because we're still in the same timeline. It's not a case of it just going, oh, we better put this here because Evil Dead, remember? No, it's because, like you just said, it's still going. It's still moving forward.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
But anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode and you're on YouTube, give us a like and leave us a comment for some chat feedback anyway as well. We don't mention that enough, I don't think. But
No.
But anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. As Steve has mentioned in the past already in this episode, hail to, that's the number, hail to the chin on Twitter. And you can also find us on YouTube at How to the Chin Podcast. Just whack that in on YouTube. We'll come up on the channels list without shadow of a doubt. Yes, Ashes to Ashes is the next episode. We do apologise again that this episode has dropped rather late, but better late than never, I guess, eh?
Exactly. And check out the YouTube channel for interviews with sort of like Scott Spiegel coming soon. You know, we've got
interview.
Exactly. We've got original cast and crew interviews coming, and check us out on Tumblr. You know, just we're part. You know, just fuck it.
Yeah, it's everything Ash vs Evil Dead, and we cater for the Evil Dead franchise as well. Anyway, but guys, thanks for listening to us. Steve, any last words?
Groovy.
What I gotta do is see a guy about a book. There must be some spell I can say to undo all this. The other first thing I gotta do is some cardio, because my heart is jackhammering like a quarterback on prom night. Here's the plan. We bust in there, fight through the carnage, let the boomstick do the talking. Things get hairy, use your bottle.
I don't think it's a very good weapon, Hefe. He had to stab like 50 times.
I was sharpening it for you. Now, come on. You ready?